Aim trainers have been around for a while now. For those who are unaware of what they are, they're basically games that help you improve your aim in first-person shooters, such as games like Valorant, CSGO, Overwatch, Rainbow Six, and so on. However, even before aim trainers, people have always sought out ways to improve, either in deathmatch or on a custom map made to help improve your aim. But nowadays, most people aim train by playing games like Kovacs, aimlabs, Oblivion, and like in every game community, people tend to form groups or teams. In this case, I'm talking about aim teams or aim groups, such as Yuki Aims, Aimers, Team EXE, and my personal favorite, Voltaic. Now, what makes Voltaic different from the rest? It isn't just the amazing educational content that they provide to inspire aimers, like myself, of course, but what they are known for especially is the creation of the Voltaic benchmarks. Yeah, that thing. The bane of my existence. Now, the benchmark is a playlist made to test your clicking, your tracking, and your switching and its subcategories. Now, these scenarios aren't easy, as you can tell. It's what the fuck? They are made to be difficult and point out your weaknesses to help you improve your aim. They also separate the playlist into 3 different groups. You got novice, you got intermediate, and then you got advanced. Each one also has their own rankings. Novice is like iron to gold, I think. Intermediate is plat to master, and then advanced, I'm pretty sure, is like grandmaster to fucking astral and celestial. Where the fuck? I've never seen that page, so yeah, I've never made past the advanced page or even like plat. I would like play a day or two and then completely forget about training or doing the benchmarks entirely. But that's not gonna happen this time. For the next week, I'm gonna be taking down these benchmarks one by one, starting all the way from the bottom at novice, and I will prove myself that I am an elite aimer. But my goal is to get the high diamond scores on all of these, with maybe a couple being Jade. I'm not entirely sure. Who knows? You gotta watch the video to find out. But with that being said, let's get into what the categories have to offer. Clicking is the first category. It mainly consists of scenarios that test, well, your clicking. These scenarios can be dynamic, which means it moves on the y-x axis, or static when it's completely still, or even linear where it moves in a more predictable pattern like left-right. Next is tracking. It tests you on how well you can follow a target, with its subcategories testing how precisely you can track, how well you can react to someone's movement, and how much control you got. And finally, there's switching. Switching tests how well you can switch from target to target. Its subcategories are separated by speed. Speed tests you on how fast you could basically switch from target to target. Evasiveness pretty much tests you on how well you can switch between target to target while they're trying to dodge your crosshair or bullets. And stability tests you on how well you can control your flicks between targets, basically. It's like control, just see how smooth you can do stuff. All 3 of these categories may seem easy at first, but trust me, they are very difficult. And the only way to start this challenge is from the bottom. So on day 1, I started on the novice playlist and worked my way up. First was clicking, which wasn't too difficult since, go. But I haven't done it in a while, so I did mess up here and there. Don't get me wrong, my scores were a little low at first. So it took a little bit to get adjusted to it again. Either way, I eventually made quick work of clicking. My advice for any clicking scenario is to pretty much follow the Bardar's method. Hope I pronounced his name right. I'm sorry if I did it. Which is essentially to flick as fast as you can with your arm and land as close as you can to the target itself. Once you get as close as you can, then you micro adjust to the target. If you want to learn more about this, I suggest go checking out Bardo's video on static aiming. His video will be down below. Next was tracking. Again, these scenarios are for novice players, so it wasn't too difficult, but tracking is by far my biggest weakness. Even in a novice level, I struggled to keep up. Eventually, I got it done. Thankfully, the targets weren't moving too fast and it weren't too hard to read. Finally, we got to the last category, which is switching, and by far one of my favorite categories. I just enjoyed aiming as fast as I can and switching from target to target. My advice for switching is to envision as if there was a line in between the targets, and try to go for the line that is the shortest between the targets. Makes it easier to get a higher score since you're always on a target. But yeah, with that being said, I pretty much finished the whole playlist and maxed out all the scores. But now it's time for the real challenge, the intermediate playlist. So let's go on to day 2 to see my suffering begin. The intermediate playlist is way harder than novice. The targets are smaller and they get fucking fast. I've never made it past this place because it's so goddamn hard. My first run of the playlist was really rough. I barely made it out of plat with most of these scenarios. I feel like my biggest problem on day 2 was that I decided to dive straight into it without even dipping my toes into aim training again. My micro adjustments, my tracking, even my static aim was all terrible. It honestly looks like I've never held a mouse before in these clips. It got so bad to the point where I just didn't care anymore. I didn't care if I got a good score, I didn't care if my accuracy was good, I just wanted to finish this damn playlist. And as you can see, day 2 was just extremely rough. But don't worry, I always find a way to bounce back. Day 3 was 10 times better. I forgot to screenshot the charts for day 3, but by the clips alone, come on, it's like night and day. I don't really remember what happened to me on day 2, but I'm just gonna blame the lack of sleep and of course practice. But overall, I started to hit my shots a lot more on day 3. I was reacting better and overall, it was just a good day. As for the charts, let's just say I was around low diamond or so. Except for tracking, of course, because god damn, it's so fucking hard. And every guide I watch is either, oh, you're supposed to put your crosshair a little bit behind the target so that when it moves back to the left, it goes into your target, give you a higher score. That doesn't make fucking sense, because no matter what, it's still moving at Mach fucking 40. Like, what do you mean? This is inhuman fucking movement right here. There's no shot anyone can track this. Okay, we're on day 4. I decided to take a different approach when tackling the VT benchmarks. I decided to focus on one section at a time. So for today, I've mainly just focused on the clicking scenarios, practicing over and over and over again until I hit a higher score that I was happy with, which of course I eventually did. In some of these scenarios, I was able to reach mid to high diamond, and I was extremely happy because it finally felt like I was making progress. And huge shout out to Bardos because his method is goated, because it did help me a lot in these scenarios. But yeah, we finally started improving, so let's go ahead and go on to day 5. We made it to day 5. I was feeling extra confident, and I decided to push through the whole playlist. I know what I said on day 4, but you know, I was feeling snazzy. And oh boy, am I glad that we did, because I made some huge progress. Yes, sir! I don't know why I decided to make myself sound like Mickey. Jesus fucking Christ. We were able to get almost every score to high diamond. And the reason why I said almost is because we got 2 scenarios to Jade. I was able to get WW5T to high Jade, and I was able to get floaty heads to low masters. Fuck yeah! I did that shit. Me. For the first time since finding out about the BT benchmarks, I was able to get the glimpse of the other side. It feels like I can do this. But then my whole day was ruined when fucking tracking showed up. Because god fucking damn it, I hate track. I swear to god, if I have to do another tracking scenario, I'm gonna fucking blow my... After getting some rest and coming home from work, I decided on day 6 I would strictly focus on tracking and switching. And luckily enough, I did a lot better on tracking today, but it's just not enough. I don't know, it just feels like I just can't keep up with these targets. They're just moving way too fast for my little arm to move. Like, there are times where I'm on the dot and tracking it perfectly, but I'm not consistent with it. If anyone actually has any advice for me when it comes to tracking scenarios, please let me know down below, because I'm about to just blow my brains out. But to make up for the terrible tracking session, it wasn't terrible, but to make up for it, my switching scores went up by a mile. So that made me a lot happier. Like, look at that. Look at that. I did that. Me. Anyways, time to go on to day 7, the final day. The pain is almost over, but the job is not done yet. I haven't reached my goal of getting all these scores into high diamond level, but today is the final day, and I need to get these scores at least high diamond so I can feel happy with myself. So I decided to pop a Celsius and to lock in. Cue the music. Okay, I was able to get almost every score to high diamond, except for, well, you know. No, actually, take a guess. Take a guess what scores I wasn't able to get the high diamond. Yeah, it's tracking. I wasn't able to get these 3 goddamn scenarios past plat because fuck tracking. But honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself for seeing how far I've come from day 2 to day 7, basically. Look at the scores, look at the comparison, look at the charts, they don't lie. Because I don't know about you, but I think I did pretty swell. And this is just only for just 1 week of playing these scenarios. Imagine if I actually disciplined myself and kept going. I honestly believe I would hit Masters eventually. Maybe not the tracking, but everything else, yeah, I'll probably pass Jade low Masters. And hopefully one day I can get my tracking scores higher than fucking Plat. But you know, if I just keep practicing, eventually all my scores will go up and my aim will eventually improve. Actually, speaking of my aim, did you honestly think I wasn't gonna include a Valorant montage throughout my journey this past week? Bitch, please, watch your boy hit this shit.
Last player standing. Spike down. One enemy remaining.
On B. Backflip on B. Neon wall.
Impeccable kill.
Oh, damn.
One enemy remaining.
God damn.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
That's you, pal.
One enemy remaining.
Refreshing.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
That's 3.
One enemy remaining.
A Silva. That's it. No one else is that.
Down you go, refresh.
Never mind, I'm canceling.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, I'm taking a seat.
Buddy, are you?
I'm going through with my clothes. Wait, I'm
One
getting
enemy remaining.
Whoa, say.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Refreshing.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Like I never left.
Taken out.
Screen.
One enemy remaining.
Now for
A. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
back to work.
What the fuck are they doing, dude?
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Powered up.
Yeah, this is why I should play 3B and fucking smother. There, I said outside A lobby, and then I don't know where Cypher.
33 on Cypher. He was window.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Oh, Asuna.
You had your fun.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
I know exactly where. Breaking down. It's out. Enemy standing your head.
One enemy remaining.
We're going out.
Nowhere to run!
One enemy remaining.
Stick.
Remaining.
I don't. Never mind. You guys are good. Holy fuck, GG.
Attackers win.
Not ready yet.
Good shit, boys.
You?
Thank you. Good game. Let's go. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you watching this and stayed to this point of the video. These videos aren't easy to make and I've been busy. Of course, I've been busy. I'm always busy. And I finally moved out and I was able to set up my green screen at my apartment. So I got a lot more space to work with and I can finally make videos that I've been wanting to make for a while, but I wasn't able to due to the circumstances of my living condition. But yeah, just let me know how the video was. Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? Did you like the green screen? Did you not like the green screen? Did you not like to see me, per se? I always love talking to you guys. You guys are awesome, and I love all the support you guys give me. And if you haven't done so, hey, subscribe if you enjoy what I do here. But while you're at it, go follow all my other socials down below. I usually post more frequently on Twitter and TikTok since it's a lot easier to post a minute of clips rather than editing a full however long this video is. Anyways, with that being said, the next video is probably going to be a review video on the new IAMs I just bought, or maybe an update video, or just like a plain old Valorant video. I don't know. I'll see what I feel. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys later.